What if Apple's biggest iPhone upgrade in years also arrives with a kind of price increase that makes even longtime iPhone fans question whether it's finally time to skip a generation? Apple's September 2026 event is rumored to take place around September 9th, and if the latest reports are even close to accurate, this may be one of the most consequential iPhone launches Apple has staged in years. But before we get into everything that could be changing, leave a comment and tell me how much you would realistically pay for an iPhone 18 Pro Max before the price simply becomes too high. Because this year, Apple may not follow the familiar strategy of introducing every new iPhone at the same time. Instead, reports suggest the company could place its most expensive and advanced models at the center of the first launch wave, and the device attracting most of the attention is naturally the iPhone 18 Pro Max. Started with the design, Apple is rumored to be preparing a revised body that can include a different rear glass treatment, a slightly thicker chassis, and even a new dark cherry color option. A thicker iPhone might initially sound like Apple is moving in the wrong direction, especially after years of making devices feel thinner and more refined, but that extra thickness could serve a very practical purpose. Reports suggest Apple may use the additional internal space to increase battery capacity by roughly 12%, and that could become one of the most useful upgrades in everyday life. More battery capacity could mean longer sessions of gaming, video recording, navigation, social media use, photography, and increasingly demanding AI features while constantly watching the battery percentage. And if Apple combines that larger battery with a more efficient processor, the real-world improvement could be much greater than the capacity increase alone suggests. But the front of the phone may deliver an even more noticeable visual change. Apple is rumored to be shrinking the dynamic island by approximately 35%, which can make the display look cleaner and move the iPhone another step closer to the uninterrupted all-screen design Apple has been gradually working toward. The dynamic island probably would not disappear entirely, but reducing its footprint could make movies feel more immersive, games less interrupted, and everyday apps more spacious. It would be one of those changes that may look small in a specification list, but become noticeable every single time you use the screen. The front-facing camera may also receive a substantial upgrade, with reports pointing toward a new 24-megapixel center stage sensor. If that happens, selfies could become more detailed. FaceTime calls may look noticeably sharper, and video creators could benefit from better framing and improved image quality. For anyone who relies on an iPhone for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, video calls, or casual content creation, the front camera improvement could end up being more important than many people expect. But the camera upgrade generating even more excitement is reportedly happening on the back. Apple is rumored to be developing a variable aperture system for the main camera of the iPhone 18 Pro Max, and that could fundamentally change how much control the iPhone gives users over photography. Aperture determines how much light enters a camera lens, but also influences depth of field and the way a subject separates from the background. Until now, smartphones have relied heavily on computational photography to simulate many of those effects, but a variable physical aperture could give Apple another layer of optical control. In practical terms, the camera might be able to reduce the amount of incoming light in bright environments, open wider when conditions become darker, and potentially create more natural-looking background separation when shooting portraits. That could make the iPhone camera behave less like a conventional point-and-shoot smartphone system and more like a compact camera that adapts physically to different shooting conditions. And for creators who care about getting a specific visual style directly from the camera, that could be a very meaningful change. Of course, none of this should be treated as confirmed until Apple officially announces a device, but the possibility alone shows how aggressively the company may be thinking about mobile photography. The software side could evolve at the same time. One rumor surrounding iOS 27 suggests Apple may introduce a more customizable camera app with draggable controls, rearrangeable tools, and possibly widget-like elements that users can place where they want them. Imagine opening the camera and having your most frequently used controls positioned exactly where your thumb naturally reaches, instead of searching through menus every time you need to adjust something. For photographers and video creators, that could significantly speed up the shooting process. And if Apple gets the interface right, the software redesign could matter almost as much as the new camera hardware. Then we get to what may be the foundation underneath nearly every major feature, the next generation A20 Pro chip. Reports suggest Apple could move to an advanced 2-nanometer manufacturing process, which has the potential to improve both efficiency and performance. But raw benchmark numbers may not be the most interesting part of the story. A more efficient chip could help Apple stretch battery life further, while simultaneously giving the iPhone considerably more processing capacity for on-device artificial intelligence. That extra performance could improve computational photography, speech recognition, image generation and editing, personal assistant features, language processing, and other AI-driven tasks without requiring every request to be sent to remote servers. If Apple can move more intelligence directly onto the device, features could feel faster, more private, and more responsive because the phone will be handling more work locally. But one of the most ambitious rumors has almost nothing to do with cameras, processors, or displays. Apple is reportedly exploring deeper satellite connectivity, and there has been speculation about some form of satellite-based internet capability. Apple already supports satellite communication for certain emergency functions in selected markets, but extending that technology toward broader internet connectivity would be a much larger development. Imagine traveling through an area with weak cellular coverage, being far from conventional infrastructure, or finding yourself somewhere where both Wi-Fi and mobile networks are unavailable, yet still having some level of connectivity through satellites. That could make the iPhone dramatically more useful for travelers, hikers, remote workers, emergency situations, and people living in regions with inconsistent network infrastructure. The major unknowns are exactly what kind of service Apple could provide, how fast it would be, which countries would support it, whether users would need a subscription, and how much it might cost. Until Apple confirms anything, satellite internet should remain firmly in the rumor category. But if it eventually becomes real, it could become one of the most important connectivity upgrades the iPhone has received in years. And now we arrive at the part of this story that could completely change how people feel about everything we have discussed: the price. Some reports have suggested Apple could raise the price of its premium iPhones by as much as $300, potentially moving the entry-level Pro device toward the $1,400 range, depending on configuration and market. That would be a massive increase, and it immediately creates a question Apple will have to answer on stage. Are these improvements actually worth paying several $100s more for? A bigger battery, smaller dynamic island, upgraded front camera, variable aperture main camera, more powerful processor, improved AI capabilities, and potential satellite functionalities sound impressive when listed together. But value depends entirely on how much those features improve everyday use. And things become even more complicated because Apple may introduce another device designed to sit above the conventional Pro lineup altogether. After years of rumors, the company's first foldable iPhone could finally become part of the conversation. Often described in leaks as an iPhone Ultra or foldable iPhone, the device is expected to unfold like a book and could reveal a display measuring somewhere around 7.8 inches. Apple is also reportedly putting significant effort into reducing the visibility of the folding crease, one of the biggest visual compromises associated with current foldable smartphones. If Apple manages to create a folding screen where the crease becomes significantly less distracting, that alone could generate enormous attention, because Apple typically enters new hardware categories only after trying to refine the weaknesses of existing products. But the foldable iPhone may not simply be an iPhone 18 Pro Max that bends in half. Reports suggest Apple could make several compromises to accommodate the new form factor. One possibility is replacing Face ID with a side-mounted Touch ID sensor, which would be a surprising move after Apple spent years making Face ID central to its premium iPhone experience. Another rumor suggests the foldable device might not receive the same dedicated telephoto camera system offered on the Pro models, and that creates a fascinating trade-off. Buyers could potentially choose between the futuristic folding display and enormous tablet-like screen of the foldable iPhone, or the more complete camera hardware and familiar design of the iPhone 18 Pro Max. The decision becomes even harder once pricing enters the equation. Current rumors place Apple's foldable somewhere between roughly $2,000 and $2,500, which would put it into an entirely different class of smartphone. At that level, Apple would not be trying to sell this device as a normal annual upgrade. It would be positioning it as an ultra-premium technology product aimed at early adopters and customers willing to pay heavily for a new form factor. If those numbers prove accurate, It could easily become the most expensive mainstream iPhone Apple has ever released. But the September event may have far more happening than just new phones. Rumors have also mentioned several additional products, including a potential AirPods Ultra model featuring infrared camera-related technology, a white ceramic version of the Apple Watch Series 12, the Apple Watch Ultra 4, and a new HomePod-style smart display designed to expand Apple's presence in the connected home. If even a portion of those products appear alongside the new iPhones, Apple could be preparing one of its busiest hardware events in recent memory. And that is what makes the iPhone 18 Pro Max particularly interesting. If these reports turn out to be accurate, it could bring together several upgrades people have been waiting years to see: a physically adaptable main camera, a less intrusive dynamic island, significantly more battery capacity, a new generation of Apple Silicon, a much better front-facing camera, deeper on-device AI processing, and potentially an entirely new level of satellite connectivity. On technology alone, that could make it one of Apple's most substantial Pro Max upgrades in several generations. But the rumored price increase remains the biggest question hanging over the device. Apple can continue adding more advanced hardware, more capable cameras, larger batteries, faster processors, and smarter software. But there eventually comes a point where even impressive improvements stop automatically, making an upgrade worthwhile. And if Apple really does push premium iPhone pricing hundreds of dollars higher, the biggest debate this September may not be about whether the iPhone 18 Pro Max is the best iPhone Apple has ever made. It may be whether being the best is still enough to justify what Apple wants you to pay for it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.